So as we're moving through, now we're down to 16 and 17 in this video, okay? 16, it asks us to circle which the mistake in the student circle below and explain what they did wrong and then correctly complete the problem. So as we're looking through the problem, we're going to start by identifying where we're starting here. And I'm starting with 2h to the 5 over 2. So I have a rational exponent inside, and it's all to the 4th. So I have the 2 and h to the 5 over 2 inside the parentheses to the 4th column. That means in my first step, if I'm going to simplify, I should be taking my exponent of 4 and bringing it and multiplying it by the exponent 5 over 2 and by the exponent of 2, which is 1. So if I look in the first step here, what the students did, they should have done the same. And as I can see the 2 is still a 1, and I see the h is 20 over 2. So they did multiply the first one, but they did not the second one, and they kept that 4. So here is their mistake. They made a mistake right here. So what they should have done is done 2 to the 1 times 4 and h to the 5 over 2 times 4. This is the step they didn't show, but they did. 1 times 4 is 4. And then when I multiply fractions, 2 divided by 5 times 4, what I'm really doing is going 5 times 4, which is 20, over 2. Now I'm going to simplify these. 2 to the 4th, you can use your calculator, okay? 2 to the 4th power, and we're going to get 16. And then h is to the 20th over 2. Try to simplify that. Does 20 divided by 2 equally? It does, so it's h to the 10th. H to the 10th. Now, this cannot be any simplified any further because there's no more rational exponent. 16 is a whole number, so this should have been my simplified problem. When you look at 17, it's just asking to classify as rational or irrational. So as we're looking at this, we're going to first start. We have to simplify a lot of these, okay? I have a rational exponent, which really means I have the cube root of negative 27. Now, don't be afraid of the negative 27. If you really wanted to just check this really quickly, you can go to your calculator. Cube roots are a math button. Number 4, so yeah, it says 4th root, or the cube root 4, and I can put in negative 27. And it tells me it's really negative 3. Negative 3 are definitely rational numbers. When I do negative 3 times the square root of 2, okay, I'm a little unsure what the square root of 2 is, so I can say 3 times square root of 2, and I get, again, a decimal that is long, and there's no repeating numbers, so this would be irrational. Now, if I look at number 3 in this example here, I have a half, 16 to a half, a rational exponent. I rewrite this as saying square root of 16 plus 5. The square root of 16 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. That is definitely a rational number. Pi plus 0.2 repeated. Now, we already know pi is irrational, and anytime we have an irrational number in my problem, it is going to be irrational.